A few years ago, I had a seizure. I literally woke up in the hospital with my whole family looking at me. It was insane. Some people might know about what has happened the past couple years and the cyst on my brain. Some people might not know, and I recently went to go see my brain surgeon. I just thought I should update you guys on what's been going on. For the people that don't really know what happened, 2019, kind of a year into me doing the social media stuff and things were, starting to go up for me. We were very excited about this and we wanted to fully maximize everything that we were doing. And it kind of pushed me to go really hard and not really take care of my body. We were out in LA. This might have been around the beginning of December, and the whole thing for us was to film a bunch of videos to post every single day in December for Vlogmas. We called it Trismas Christmas. Christmas is here. I'm posting every single day in December. So we were trying to post every the first 25 days of Christmas. Every day we post a YouTube video, and we went out to LA for a week. I was filming every day. I'm super stressed out, trying to film videos, trying to make videos. Multiple times a day, filming. Up all night editing. Like I said, wasn't staying hydrated, wasn't eating food, just really wearing my body down. Came back home on a red-eye flight, and the next morning when I wake up, feel fine in the morning, to start filming again, getting video. We need to film, edit so we could post every single day. And had this really weird feeling. Felt a little weird though, in my closet when I was picking out my outfit for the day, and that's really all I remember. What happened is I had a seizure. I must have, after leaving the closet, I had that weird feeling. I walked back into my bed where my girl was sleeping at. I guess she woke up to me seizing, and I was about to fall off the bed and hit my head on the nightstand.
Kind of a really bad accident.
I don't remember any of this. So she calls 911. She's making sure I'm on my side so I'm not choking or whatever. Then all I remember is waking up in the hospital with my whole family looking at me in this bed. It felt like I was in a casket. I tell people this all the time. I felt like I just came to. I woke up and realized I was in the hospital, and my whole family's around the bed. Grandparents, grandma, mom, dad, everyone was there.
I'm just so scared of what's gonna happen. I don't want to have seizures like that. I think I'm just under a lot of stress.
So that's kind of the backstory of what happened, some years back. And it was a big lesson for me, and it should be a big lesson for anybody else watching this video. If you're going too hard, not taking care of yourself, I try to drink a lot of water throughout the day now, try to get the proper sleep at night, a solid 8 hours, and eating good food. It's very important to stay on top of your health. So anyways, I have this seizure, so my doctor's like, hey, we should get an MRI on your brain and just make sure everything's cool. I had to do a bunch of different tests. They put this thing on my head. They wanted to see if I have, epilepsy. And I remember seeing my doctor after I got the MRI, and he's like, we found a cyst in the right hippocampus, right temporal lobe. You hear that at first and you freak out. You're like, what does that mean? Is it a tumor? Is it cancer? What does this mean? It's a little weird because then I have to go see a neurosurgeon, which is a brain surgeon, so I get another MRI with contrast. So this is another whole crazy part. Every time I get an MRI now, I have to get contrast injected into my bloodstream so it goes to my brain, and then it makes the images for the doctors to see a lot clearer. You lay down flat and literally they stuff the sides of your heads with foam. They put ear things in your ear because it's so loud, and you lay down flat. They put a cage over your face, okay? A full You're laying flat on your back and you can't move because you don't want the images, or, you know, like the pictures of your brain to be altered, or like, you know, you want to be nice and still so the pictures are clear. And you sit there, man, for like 15 to like 30 minutes, okay, like maybe 25. You sit there and your body literally, imagine a huge like donut. You're laying flat, you got this cage over your face, you can't move, and they put your body inside of this tube, inside, you know, this is where the claustrophobic part happens for some people. Like it's very tough to for some people to go in there. May 8th, 2023, we are going for my 6-month checkup on my brain. Last time we got an MRI of the cyst on my brain, it grew a little bit, so I'm very curious to see what it's doing 6 months later. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be great. You're gonna be fine.
I hope so. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, right? I get this MRI, they find this cyst, I go and see the brain surgeon. They labeled my seizure as a sleep-deprived seizure, but we also found this cyst on your brain in an area that can cause seizures.
So the MRI shows that the cyst is kind of very slowly progressing along.
Yeah.
Nothing jumping off the page. Again, it's not growing super fast. It's not causing a lot of issues or anything like that, but it is slowly getting bigger. And so we have a couple different options. Option number one is we just get another picture in time and see how things go. Option number two is we figure out what this is. That may include a biopsy. And sometimes when we do biopsies, we prefer to take
The cyst on my brain grew like double in size. And then I think we started going, you know, every 3 months. And that was a scary part to me because the doctor had to submit it to the tumor board, which is a board of a bunch of different neurosurgeons, and they review the images of your brain and they all like pitch in on what they think the best option for you to do is. Like, are we gonna go into your brain and remove this? Do we wait it out and keep monitoring it? They all kind of just clash together and, you know, pick out the best option for you. If you don't have to have surgery, you don't want to have surgery. So every 3 months I was getting an MRI, which was scary. So every 3 months, it was around the same size still. Then they moved it to 6 months. Waiting for the doc to come in, show me the pictures of my brain on this computer. That's the worst part, waiting to hear good results or bad results. Then they moved it to a year. So the past 2 years, I've been going once a year. You know, we could put it on screen right now. There is a size change of this cyst on my brain. But the good news is, from last year's update until now, it's roughly around the same size, which is good news. My recent checkup, like a week or two ago, went really well. I went in there, they give you your nightgown, got my MRI on my brain. I saw my neurosurgeon right afterwards. Neurosurgeon came in and, you know, he pretty much told me what I've said. You know, the pictures look roughly the same. It's a little weird to like know every day that I have this thing on my brain and it's like tripled in size since we've found it. But as of right now, there has been no issues, no seizures, no, I'm not like off balance or seeing double or any crazy thing.
You know, from day one we've said, you know, we don't know what's going to happen, right? Without getting a piece of this, there's no way to know for sure what it is. But it sure looks benign. And other than the one event you had when we first met, there haven't been anything more. It's not really growing fast, and it has changed over 5 years, but it hasn't changed over the last year. And so I would say just keep an eye on things and go from there.
You take an MRI of 100 dead bodies' brains, okay? Half of those people might have a cyst on their brain that they live their whole life with that they had no idea about. Because if you think about it, maybe the average person doesn't get an MRI on their brain in their lifetime, right? Like, it was, for me, it was like a blessing in disguise that we found this. If I would have never had that seizure, to this day, we would have never known about the cyst on my brain. But yeah, that's the update, man. Haven't done one of these updates in a few years because, you know, we just been so busy. And like I said, we just been living life every day and not really trying to think about it. But I think I owe it to you guys. I owe it to the people that really care about, you know, us and what we do on the channel and on social media. So I love all you guys. I appreciate all you guys, all the support over the years. It's a little scary, but like I said, we're continuing to just push through every day. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next video. Love you guys. Thank you.